hydrogen-powered drone is not just a drone with a different battery. It is a completely different energy system in the sky, one that replaces stored electricity with on-demand power generation. And that one shift changes everything about how long a drone can fly, how far it can go, and what it can actually do. To understand why hydrogen drones are becoming one of the most important technologies in aviation, you have to start with the basic problem they solve. Traditional drones rely on lithium-ion batteries. These batteries are simple, compact, and widely available, but they hit a hard limit. Most commercial drones can only fly for about 20 to 40 minutes before they need to land and recharge. That limitation is not just an inconvenience, it defines the entire operational capability of the drone. It means shorter missions, more downtime, and higher operational costs. Hydrogen-powered drones approach the problem differently. Instead of storing energy in a battery, they carry hydrogen fuel and use a device called a fuel cell to generate electricity continuously during flight. This is the key distinction. A battery stores energy. A fuel cell produces energy as long as fuel is available. Inside the drone, hydrogen gas is stored in a lightweight tank. When the drone is operating, hydrogen flows into the fuel cell, where it reacts with oxygen from the air. This reaction generates electricity, which powers the drone's motors and onboard systems. The only byproduct is water, usually released as vapor. No combustion, no emissions, no noise spikes, just steady, continuous power. This process fundamentally changes the performance profile of the drone. Because hydrogen has a much higher energy density than batteries, hydrogen drones can stay in the air significantly longer. Instead of 30 minutes, they can fly for 2, 3, or even 4 hours depending on the design. That is not a marginal improvement, it is a shift in capability. But the real story is not just about flight time, it is about mission design. A battery drone is forced into short, repetitive cycles. Take off, complete a small task, land, recharge, repeat. A hydrogen drone operates more like a traditional aircraft. It can cover large areas in a single flight, maintain continuous surveillance, or perform extended inspections without interruption. In other words, hydrogen drones are not just better. They are suited for entirely different categories of work. To understand how this works in practice, imagine inspecting a long pipeline that stretches for miles. A battery drone might need multiple flights, multiple operators, and frequent stops to recharge. A hydrogen drone could potentially complete the entire inspection in one continuous mission. The difference is not just efficiency, it is cost, logistics, and reliability. Another key advantage is refueling. Charging a battery can take anywhere from 30 minutes to several hours, depending on the system. Refueling a hydrogen drone takes minutes. This means that in operations where time matters, emergency response, military missions, or critical infrastructure monitoring, hydrogen systems offer a significant operational edge. There is also a less obvious advantage: consistency. Batteries degrade over time, and their performance can fluctuate with temperature and usage patterns. Fuel cells, while not perfect, offer more stable output during operation. This makes them particularly valuable in environments where predictable performance is critical. However, this is where the story becomes more complex and more aligned with the systems thinking approach you've been building with Renee Energy. Hydrogen drones are not limited by technology alone, they are limited by the system around them. Unlike batteries, which can be charged almost anywhere with electricity, hydrogen requires an entire supporting infrastructure. You need hydrogen production, storage, transportation, and refueling systems. Without that ecosystem, even the most advanced hydrogen drone cannot operate effectively. This is the core tension. The technology works, but the system is still catching up. This is why hydrogen drones are not replacing battery drones across the board. Instead, they are entering specific markets where their advantages outweigh the infrastructure challenges. These include long-range surveillance, industrial inspections, agriculture, and defense applications, areas where extended flight time and rapid refueling create clear value. Take agriculture as an example. Modern farms are becoming increasingly data-driven, using drones to monitor crop health, irrigation, and soil conditions. A hydrogen drone can survey hundreds or even thousands of acres in a single flight, reducing the need for multiple missions and improving data continuity. When combined with AI-driven analytics, this becomes part of a much larger system, one where energy, data, and agriculture are tightly integrated. In defense and security, the value proposition is even clearer. Long-endurance drones can provide persistent surveillance without the need for frequent landings. The low noise and heat signature of fuel cells also make them more difficult to detect, which adds another layer of strategic advantage. From an engineering perspective, hydrogen drones are also pushing innovation in areas like lightweight materials, high-pressure storage, and thermal management. Fuel cells generate heat. And managing that heat efficiently is critical for maintaining performance and safety. This ties back into broader hydrogen system design, cooling systems, balance of plant components, and integration challenges that are often overlooked in high-level discussions. So when you ask, what is a hydrogen-powered drone? The answer is not just a technical definition. It is a gateway into a much larger system. It is a drone that operates on a fuel cell instead of a battery, generates electricity in real time using hydrogen, achieves significantly longer flight times, and depends on an emerging hydrogen infrastructure to function at scale. But more importantly, it represents a shift in how we think about energy in aviation. Instead of being constrained by stored energy, we move towards systems that produce energy dynamically. That shift does not just apply to drones, it extends to aircraft, vehicles, and even industrial systems. And this is where the bigger insight comes in. Hydrogen drones are not trying to compete with battery drones on simplicity or cost. They are targeting a different layer of the market. Missions where endurance, range, and operational continuity matter more than convenience. In that sense, hydrogen drones are not the replacement. They are the expansion. They open up a new category of aerial operations that were previously impractical or impossible. And as the hydrogen ecosystem continues to develop through advancements in production, storage, and distribution, the role of hydrogen drones is likely to grow. So the next time you see a drone, the question is no longer just how it flies. The real question is what system is powering it, and what that system allows it to do.